one, I didn't know I could do design until today. I make enchiladas on TV for a living. This is not my deal. So basically I was just like, what can I do that really speaks to who I am? Obviously it all centers around like the table because I'm all about food. And I was like, where am I going to find my inspiration? And I thought of where I grew up, and I grew up in Baja. So you'll see all of the pictures of Baja. These I took all with my camera on my travels down the beautiful coast where I grew up. And I just wanted to represent the colors and textures and kind of flavors of beautiful Baja. So basically you kind of stick them in there and kind of attach them with a wire. But then you have to put the wall down so that the roots kind of establish themselves. And then you can put it back up once they're established and nice and hard. And then you can put it back up and it can live vertically just like that. And it looks gorgeous, such a great accent. My mother, she's in heaven, she's no longer with us, but my mother has served as such a huge inspiration in a lot of the things that I do. My mother was a florist. She loved hydrangeas. That's why I put them up today because I wanted her to be present in some way. I was glue gun obsessed growing up. I would design my own jeans, I would stick glitter on them, I would use the puffy paint for my denim jackets. For today, I created these beautiful little bags that are a nice little project. Nice little bag, and these little shapes, I kind of just glued them on this little piece of, paper that has my name printed out. Really easy project, but it looks really earthy. Inside you have a whole bunch of yummy goodies for folks to take home. Take a moment to sit down and think, what can I offer the world that's special to me that nobody else has? That's what people are interested in. Nobody cares if you can make a dish like everybody else or an arrangement like anybody else or a craft like anybody else. People want to know what's special about you. This is one of the recipes that I cook all the time. It's one of my favorites. And what I love about a space like this, or being able to take kind of some of the elements like the rosemary that you have right there and actually use it for your cooking. This is a really simple recipe. The type of cooking is not traditionally Mexican cuisine, which is what I do on my show, Mexican Made Easy on the Food Network. It's more Baja Mediterranean. Shrimp right here, and I'm going to make a really simple marinade. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chop up some garlic, and then we're just going to add it to a couple of other ingredients to bring out the flavor of the shrimp. I've got a little bit of olive oil right here. Now olive oil is nice and flavorful. You want to make sure you use something like that that has a rich flavor. So I'm going to add a little bit of heat and a little bit of smoke with some ground chipotle powder and then a little bit of salt and pepper. You take the rosemary sprigs and you take off the leaves. You just chop them up and add just a tiny bit, a teaspoon, a little bit more, and save these guys. Now these guys are going to go on the grill. They're going to serve as the skewer for your shrimp. Now this is a good tip. Before you actually add them on the grill or before you actually skewer the shrimp on the rosemary, you can soak them in water for about 30 minutes. That way when they hit the grill, they're not going to ignite and they're not going to char. They're going to stay nice and fresh and green. So we've got that for a marinade, a little bit of chopped for cilantro. And to bring out the flavor of the shrimp and get a nice tart kick, we're going to add some fresh lime juice, always fresh lime juice. So you whisk that up, and then basically what you do, see this smells amazing already. And then basically what you do, you just take your shrimp and you skewer them just like this. Now I skewered them on the rosemary, threw them on the grill, or you can use a pan, just add a little bit of oil, otherwise they'll stick. And this is exactly what happens. And you can have just one piece of shrimp or you can do a couple.